Minister, it has now been 75 days since palliative Canadian patients have been waiting for access to psilocybin. We urge you, please do not make them wait any longer.
Health Minister, my name is Lori Brooks and I'm a cancer patient facing end-of-life issues. It's been 77 days since I asked for access to psilocybin to help me deal with the feelings of anxiety and depression that I'm experiencing due to my cancer diagnosis. Please don't make me or other palliative Canadians wait any longer.
Hello, Minister. Honorable Patty Hajdu. I am Dr. Neil Hannon, a psychiatrist in British Columbia. It has now been 84 days that palliative patients with end-of-life distress have been waiting for your response. Hopefully for your approval for them to be able to get a treatment with a lot of scientific evidence of efficacy. Psilocybin mushrooms with psychotherapy works for this end-of-life anxiety. These productive citizens do not deserve to be left untreated until they die with this end-of-life distress. There are doctors, nurses, and therapists ready right now to treat these distressed Canadians if you give the word to go ahead. Your response is required. It has been 84 days. These patients need your help. Please respond. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Reg Peters, and I look after dying patients. I have specific patients in my care that have submitted applications to you, Honorable Minister, to have an exemption for psilocybin treatment. We know this treatment does work for existential anxiety. These patients are suffering. It's been over 89 days. Please find it in your heart and have compassion for this patient and for those that are asking for this treatment.
Hello, Madam Minister. My name is Mark Cornfield. I'm a psychiatrist associated with Therapsil. I know you've been receiving daily videos. Today is day 90 since our patients have applied for a Section 56 exemption from you. Time is going by. These patients don't have time. I'm urging you to have compassion and to grant them their Section 56 exemption. I don't think there's more to say except please have compassion on these people and allow them to have this proven safe treatment for end-of-life anxiety. Thank you so much for your attention.
Hello, Honorable Minister Patty Hajdu. My name is James Kerr, and I'm a clinical counselor in Victoria, British Columbia. It has now been 92 days that terminally ill patients have been awaiting your response to their request for end-of-life psilocybin treatment. They do not have time to wait. We have doctors, nurses, psychiatrists, and therapists ready to offer treatment to these patients. Please respond. Thank you.
Minister of Health, Patty Hajdu. My name is Natasha Fernley. I am a registered nurse working with Therapsil. It has been 93 days since our patients who are dying asked for an exemption to get access to psilocybin therapy. I've worked throughout my career in palliative care helping patients at end of life. I've held people's hand the very last moment with their family around them as they take in their last breath. I've seen that when people are scared of death, they hold on, and there is a lot of suffering and emotional and physical anguish. When people aren't scared of death because they have access to the emotional support that they need, such as psilocybin therapy, these people are a lot more peaceful, and their family and them find joy and beauty in their last moments of their lives. Wouldn't you want your loved ones to have the opportunity to die in this way? You have the ability to give people access to this type of death, and they deserve it. Please give our patients this exemption.
Hello, Madam Minister. My name is Jody Emery, and I'm a drug policy reform and harm reduction advocate. 94 days ago, you received applications from 4 Canadians dying in palliative care seeking a Section 56 exemption to allow them to use psilocybin mushrooms as therapy as they near the end of their lives. Many Canadians suffer needlessly with pain and fear and trauma as they approach their final days, and psilocybin mushrooms are proven to help people who are in distress. Please grant the Section 56 exemption requests. Please don't make these Canadians wait another day. You have the power to make a difference. Please do the right thing and allow for psilocybin mushroom therapy through these Section 56 exemption requests. Thank you.
Hello, Honorable Minister. I am Thomas Hartle. I apologize. I'm a little bit slow today. It's one of my chemotherapy days. I am one of the applicants who currently have a Section 56 exemption that is in your hands. I just wanted to remind you that it has now been 100 days since some of the applications started coming to you. Thanks. Have a great day.
We have today to live and enjoy, and that's what I've just gotten used to doing now.
4 Canadians suffering from terminal illnesses have been approved to receive psychedelic therapy to treat end-of-life distress. The patients will now have access to psilocybin, the drug found in so-called magic mushrooms.
When I found out I had cancer again, I knew I needed help in dealing with all the emotional stuff and grief and anxiety that I was experiencing.
53-year-old Lori Brooks lives in Abbotsford and was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2018. After radiation, chemotherapy, and 2 surgeries, the cancer returned the next year. At that time, she was given 6 to 12 months to live. To help deal with the emotions, Brooks went through a round of psilocybin treatment.
It helped me to see my cancer kind of in a box beside me on the floor. It's something that I don't really have to pay attention to.
High doses of psilocybin in the research have produced large decreases in clinical and self-rated measures of depressed mood and anxiety.
Therapsil is a non-profit group based in Victoria advocating for psilocybin-assisted therapy. It announced Tuesday that the 4 patients are the first publicly known individuals to receive legal exemption from the Canadian Drugs and Substances Act to access psychedelic therapy.
If this works well for patients, and if we continue to show a need for it in the Canadian healthcare system, I don't doubt that in the near future, we'll see some regulations put forward.
Brooks finished another round of chemotherapy and surgery this April and says she's now taking a wait-and-see approach.
They're fairly confident that they got it all. And then I just had my last surgery last week just to remove a spot that was on my lung. So hopefully that's it. But I know realistically, and I've been told that chances are that it will come back.
According to Health Canada's website, psilocybin is prohibited unless authorized for clinical trial or research purposes. In the meantime, Brooks is hopeful other patients in similar situations will soon gain access to psilocybin treatment.
Who wants to live what might be your last days or months on earth, full of anxiety and grief and sadness and anger and all of the things that you feel? Psilocybin allowed me to put all of that stuff aside.
In Richmond, Miranda Fatour, City News.
There's 2 things certain in life. We are born and we die. Where did we come from? Where are we going? With the psilocybin mushroom experience, you suddenly know that you're part of a giant oneness. And it gives you context and consolation about your own mortality. So I think it's critically important that at the end of your life, you have a right to these substances. Who dares say that you do not? When these have been used for thousands, probably tens of thousands, maybe millions of years, and laws have been created to ostracize people to use them only in the past 50 years? I mean, it's not only academically naive, it's immoral. And I think that everyone has a right to how they're going to leave this life.